Hey guys, so today we are here to make powdered blush. This is going to be actually a two-part video because I'm going to show you how to make the powdered version in this video, and then I am going to show you how to make the powder that we make into cream blush. So to get us started, I want to talk about a little bit about the materials that we are going to use. To get our color, we're going to use hibiscus powder. You can also use beetroot powder. You can use rose clay as well. For this one, we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick with our hibiscus powder. Now, you also have the option of adding mica powder to your blush mix. It'll give it a little bit of a shimmer. You don't have to add that, but you can if you like. We're going to add a little bit this time. So I'm going to use just the regular red mica. And I'm going to put this one over here. Now, we are also going to be using a little bit of cinnamon to give it a little bit of extra color. And when you mix these together, you can do it a couple of different ways. You can either do it in a coffee grinder, or if you have a mortar and pestle, you can do it in a mortar and pestle. We're also going to need, I have back here, arrowroot powder. This is messy, it gets really messy, so I've got it kind of contained. But you can see we're going to be using our arrowroot powder as well. Put that over there. So let's go ahead, let's get started. We're going to go ahead, we're going to put all of our ingredients into our coffee grinder to start. So the first thing we are going to need is we are going to need 2 tablespoons of our hibiscus powder. So I'm going to put that in there. And you can see it up close, kind of what it looks like. And the reason we put it in the coffee grinder is it helps it not just mix up, but if there's anything in there that's inhibiting it from making it a real good fine powder, then that will help out with that. So I'm going to clean this off before I go ahead and stick it back in my arrowroot powder. Give me a chance to do that real quick. So I put 2 tablespoons of hibiscus powder in here. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of our arrowroot powder. So we'll put that in there. And I'm going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of our cinnamon powder. So you find mine, there's my 1/8 right there, perfect. Alright. And I'm going to add you can either add a 1/16 or maybe this is a 32nd. These are really tiny, tiny spoons. You can special order these from Amazon. So you can get very, very tiny measurements. And you don't need a whole lot of mica. You just need just a really, really a tiny, tiny bit. You can see how shimmery that is. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add that in there. Now, like I said, you can either mix this all together, and we're going to put it in a little dish like this. You can go ahead and use it just that way. Or, in our next video, I'm going to show you how to turn this into a cream blush. But let's go ahead and see what it looks like after we get it into the coffee grinder. Couple good swirls there. Whew. Let it settle for a little bit so you don't have a big dust cloud of blush. And it smells really good. Alright, so you can kind of see in there what that looks like now. It's really well mixed together. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pour just a little bit into my dish so you guys can see it a little better, maybe. Or maybe I'm going to scoop it up. How about that? Okay. Alright, so I'm not sure if you can see that really, really well, but that's just your basic powder blush. And we can take it, you can kind of see the shade on your hand there. Now, we can take that, we could leave it the way it is, or I'll put that a little bit more in there. Or we can add stuff to it to make it a cream blush, which we're going to do in our next video. Alright,